as promised, I am back with a Texans cuts video, like I said on the Deshaun Watson extension video. And honestly, not much was done. I mean, there was a few little surprise cuts, but I mean, the Texans didn't do anything too, crazy or big. Like, they didn't bring in another guy. They didn't bring in some dude, some other team wave. Like, none of that stuff, man. So, honestly, a little disappointed in that. Like, I would have hoped that they would have brought in, like, some players from different teams that had some potential type of thing, but they didn't. But it is what it is. Now, before I start talking about these Texans moves, just a little reminder. Regular season starts this week. I will be uploading a lot of content. A lot. More than in years past because, I want to take advantage of, this opportunity that the NFL season is here. And, lately I've been in the mood to grind and make a lot of content for you guys. So I'm going to take advantage and really put out a lot of content. So if you guys haven't done so already, click that sub button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any video. And also be sure to hit that like button. And actually, let me just say this as well, because I completely forgot about this. And, I should really promote my podcast more, our podcast more. Today, we dropped an episode about the NFL. Like, the whole episode is NFL talking. Like, we're just talking about the NFL for an hour. So, definitely go check that episode out. The link to that video or podcast, or, if it's on YouTube, like, we'll put it on YouTube as well. Like, it's on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. So, yeah, the link to that, all that good stuff will be at the top of the description. So definitely go check that out if you want to hear me and my good friend Views of Phoenix talk about football for an hour straight. So yeah, anyways, let's get to these moves. Okay, now the first move, like surprise move, Greg Mancz getting cut. I was honestly not expecting this, but the good thing is Greg Mancz ended up on the practice squad. So, I mean, Greg, he's okay. He's decent. He's a decent backup, but I don't really care that much about this move. As mean as that might sound, like, yeah, it is what it is. Whatever. Obviously, we still have some Mediocre on the roster as well. We have another guard on the practice squad as well, a rookie guard. So the fact that the NFL is letting you put veterans on the practice squad is good, because of the whole COVID situation. So, yeah, it's kind of like he has a roster spot in a way. Like, the rosters are still 53-man rosters, but with this whole extended practice squad, it's like you have a bigger roster. So, he's still technically on the team. Next guy that got cut, that was kind of shocking, but not really. Like, if we would have said this about 6 weeks ago, like, oh yeah, Jalen Watkins going to get cut, I would have been like, no way, he ain't getting cut, we just signed him. But, AJ Moore, like, we heard a lot about AJ Moore all camp long. Like, literally, all camp long, every day, someone had something good to say about AJ Moore during the scrimmages. AJ Moore was out there making plays. So some people ask me, Sticky, why did they cut Jalen Watkins? Well, simply put, AJ Moore came out of nowhere and took his spot. Let's be real, guys. Who out here was predicting AJ Moore to come in here this offseason, this season, and actually do something more than just be a special team specialist? I don't think anyone was. I don't think anyone out there was predicting that. So AJ Moore came in, he balled out all camp long, and he took Jalen Watkins' spot. So that's what happened there. Next guy. This one was not a surprise at all. Jordan Thomas. Now, this one pains me, man. Because I think the potential for Jordan Thomas is sky high. Big guy, strong guy, fast guy. He's got decent hands. Like, if he can just develop his game a little bit, I think he'll be a good player in the NFL. But unfortunately, the Texans have, Darren Fells. They have receding hairline Akins and Kahale Waring, a third-round pick from last year, on the roster. So they had to cut Jordan Thomas. Like, personally, I've said it before. I've said it in previous videos. If it were up to me, Akins is the one that goes. Because, like, in my opinion, I view him like this. Jordan Thomas has the potential to be, a very good tight end who can block for us, who can do all these nice little things for us, like go out there and catch passes. Essentially, a younger, more athletic version of Darren Fells. And Kahale Waring could be that extremely athletic tight end that goes out there and, does all the receiving stuff for us. Like a Zach Ertz type of guy, not exactly too good at run blocking, but better receiver. So that's the way I would have liked to go moving forward with our tight end group. And obviously Darren Fells being the veteran that can block at the moment and get the job done until those two young tight ends develop. I would have cut Jordan Akins because, in my opinion, Jordan Akins does absolutely nothing that stands out. Think about it. What does Jordan Akins do well? What does he do well? Does he have amazing hands? Pretty average. I mean, Kahale Waring and Jordan Thomas probably, they're about the same. Like, none of them have amazing, crazy good hands. Is he a good blocker? No, he can't block at all. Is he tall? Nope. Is he fast? Nope. Is he strong? Absolutely not. Is he a good route runner? Nope. What does Jordan Akins do good? I know some people are going to say, oh, Sticky, what about the yak? Look at these crazy yak stats. Okay, yeah. I've seen those yak stats. But a lot of people fail to remember. Like 65 of those yards come from one play that Deshaun Watson made. He had like the whole Chargers defense kind of closing in on him. And, they kind of stopped playing because they thought Deshaun Watson was down. But, in typical Deshaun Watson fashion, he escapes, dumps it off to Akins, and Akins takes it to the house. So, yeah, I am not too high on Akins. I think Thomas should have made the team over Akins. But, like I said, I saw this one coming from a mile away. Why? Because Fells is a veteran. He's going to make it. Kahale Waring was a third-round pick from a year ago. He had a guaranteed roster spot as well. And O'Brien loves Jordan Akins, so I figured the last spot would go to Akins, and that's how it went. Now, Jordan Thomas signed with the Arizona Cardinals practice squad, so he will no longer be a Houston Texan. So, yeah, just really, really unfortunate. Next guy, Angelo Blackson. Angelo Blackson was cut by the Texans, and he ended up going to Arizona. Now, this one was a little bit shocking, but the Texans opted to go, and in my opinion, this is like the reasoning that I can find behind it. I think the Texans just simply chose to go with P.J. Hall over Angelo Blackson. Now, would I have done it as well? Risky, but probably because P.J. Hall is indeed a more complete player than Angelo Blackson. Blackson is a decent to good run stopper, but that's it. P.J. Hall, he can stop the run as well, and he can provide some pass rush as well. Not at an extremely high level, not consistently, but on occasion, and that's something that Blackson simply cannot do, so the Texans opted to go with the slightly more talented guy. Now, the only issue I have with that is P.J. Hall has had like some weight issues, work ethic issues in the past, so like, can he stay in shape? If he can stay in shape, then I 100% agree with the move, but if he can't, then, it kind of sucks because you don't want a guy out of shape out there. But even then, it's not like P.J. Hall is going to get significant playing time out there. Okay, next thing. The Texans signed running back C.J. Prosise from the Seattle Seahawks, formerly on the Seattle Seahawks, to their practice squad. Now, this guy is a receiving back, injury-prone AF. So, whatever. If David Johnson gets hurt, at least we have another back in the practice squad with a somewhat similar skill set. So, yeah. Next thing, Isaiah Coulter going to IR. If you guys have been watching me this whole offseason, I called this the second Isaiah Coulter got drafted. I was like, yeah, that guy looks like an IR stash, and he got IR stash. So now he won't see the field this year. Like, I highly doubt they bring him back. And the last thing, the Texans cut John Weeks, but then brought him back a day later. That one day was the scariest day of my life, man. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I was out there panicking. And, like, I knew the Texans were going to bring him back. Like, it was already said by Aaron Wilson, Patrick Storm, and Mark Berman. They had already said, oh, yeah, they're bringing him back. Though, yeah, they're cutting him, but they're bringing him back. But still, like, just knowing that John Weeks was a free agent, man. That was so scary. Scariest moment of my life. Like, I didn't know what to do, man. Like, I was terrified. Like, yeah. But that's all I have for you guys for today. Like I said at the start of the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.